This is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is a subscriber request reading, and somebody was asking me in the comments the other day if they could have a reading, a brutally honest reading, wondering if the connection that they were in was only in their head or if it was actually kind of heading somewhere. Okay, so we are going to take a look at that, and I've got new candles set up today, which is great. I have these two candles right here are both Archangel Michael candles, which is awesome because, as many of you may note, on the top of my YouTube page there's a tagline that says glory to Archangel Michael. As far as truth and clarity, that is what we are always striving for in tarot. And I was happy to do this subscriber request reading, so I hope that this is helpful for whoever finds it, and maybe some of you in the collective are also questioning this, besides the one commenter that had left me the comment. So hoping that this video is of benefit to all. And for those of you that would like to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, details on how to do that are in my description box below. Also, if anybody would like to check out my other channel, Light of Ascension Tarot, there's a link to my other channel in the description box below. You know how it is some days when you realize I haven't really talked all day, and then you talk for the first time and you hear your voice and you're like, okay, that was weird. So you guys will have to excuse me. I went to the gym earlier today, and so I'm just really trying to drink my water. See, I've got my water here. And we're gonna just go ahead and get into it. I've got some new tea lights as well for everybody to soak in the energy of some new tea lights here. I'm loving the pink and red candles I have here for you. And the tea lights are, the first tea light is orange. It's kind of an orangish red, but I think it's more orange than anything. So we're gonna call this the orange tea light. And these tea lights are all in the shape of flowers, which is really pretty. So we have like the orange flower. And then for pile number 2, we have the yellow tea light or the yellow flower. And for pile number 3, we have pink. And that's a new color that I haven't done before on this channel. So we have the pink tea light for pile number 3. So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and whatever pile, just the color automatically comes to you. And it for some people, they pick based on their favorite color, etc. But you know, sometimes you just want to close your eyes and think of whatever color comes to mind first and go to that pile, okay? So just a little word of advice for you there. Again, you're also free to watch more than one pile. There may be more than one message in a pile for you. And for those of you that would like to follow me to the extended reading, we will have an extended reading on Vimeo, and my link to my Vimeo channel will be in the description box below if you are interested in following me there, okay? I feel like I gotta get my breath today. Maybe I had too much time on the treadmill and on the exercise bike because I'm like, woo, I gotta catch my breath. All right, it's that kind of week. We're gonna have a full moon this week. We are gonna move out of Cancer season and into Leo season here. And yeah, so it's an interesting time to be alive. Pile number 1. Let's go ahead and settle into the energy, and we're gonna let Spirit know that we are ready to receive. Please and thank you. Okay. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Today's reading, we are going to come up with the brutally honest truth for this connection. And this was a subscriber request, and somebody was asking me, is this connection only in my head, or is this a real thing? Okay, and somebody really wanted the brutal honest truth. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get into it, and I always endeavor in all my readings to give the brutal honest truth as I see it. Okay, as always, use discernment, your own discernment, over any other reader, okay, or any other human being. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number 1, okay? I'm already getting the D names here, like Divine or Devon, Davina, David, like that kind of a name, okay? So the D names, thank you, Spirit, for showing me that. Let's go ahead and get into the reading for my beautiful pile number 1s who chose the orange tea light. We will have an extended reading as well. If you'd like to catch me on my Vimeo channel, link will be in the description box below. So let's go ahead and channel it in. Spirits, angels, and guides, please help me deliver the best and highest messages for my pile number 1s that came here seeking advice today. Please provide me with the clarity and the compassion to deal with the honest truth. Okay, I don't know why, to deal, okay? I just got that. That was interesting. Normally, that was kind of like a, I don't know if that was like a Freudian slip or what, but it sounds like we have something to deal with in pile number 1. Yeah, 9 of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. So I can tell you guys in pile number 1, you've really had to deal with something here. You've been really questioning this connection and, you know, it's been trying. That's the word that I got, is trying, okay? So let's testing and trying, you know, that kind of energy. So let's go ahead and get into it for my beautiful pile number 1s. Let's get the brutal, honest truth about this connection. We have authority. That's so funny because I saw this card as I was pre-shuffling the oracle cards, and here it is, okay? The frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is powerful, direct, and realized, yet it is receptive, wise, and loving. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Okay, talking about authority. We have Chiron and healing. Maybe somebody has some healing, some issues around authority. Chiron has to do with processing trauma, particularly generational trauma, sensitivity to others, and forgiveness, okay? And with Chiron energy, actually, I think Chiron just went retrograde in Aries. Astrologers, correct me if that's wrong, but but you know, it's funny because I've studied astrology for a very long time, since I was about 15 years old, but I don't always follow every transit to the T. But I believe Chiron just went retrograde in Aries, talking about authority and the Emperor. It's like, you know, the healing powers of the Emperor has gone retrograde, okay? So somebody could be questioning someone's authority or what it is that they're doing here. And this is the orange tea light, but it's kind of red, orangish to me as well. And it's funny for me because when I think of the Emperor, a lot of times I think the hidden side of the Emperor is the sacral chakra, aka the orange flower, because, you know, the Emperor is so serious and structured and, you know, has quite the agenda to power through, okay? But like, where is the intimacy? Where is the sexual release? Where is the connection? Where is the feminine in all of this too, right? It's about balancing those energies. We have ascendant and outlook. Okay, yeah, I mean, I definitely feel like here there could have been some tears. I'm also seeing like a bird crying, which is kind of weird, or just birds in general. So if some of you guys have seen a lot of birds recently, or you have a particular bird, I feel like I'm also seeing an elephant here as well. Okay, and some of you guys may have asked for a sign in this reading of a bird or an elephant. And you're like, okay, Natalie, you're unlocking the key for me here. But elephants also have to do with, you know, emotional intelligence, right? Emotional intelligence. So elephants are like very ancient creatures. They're very huge and commanding authority, right? But they're also like very loving, healing presence, okay? And let's go ahead and see a dream come true. So you can see that he is kissing her forehead and he is holding a ring right under her nose. It's like you can smell it. Pile number 1. Is it a pile of elephant manure, or is it a pile of cubic zirconium, or is it a pile of beautiful diamonds? Okay. And yeah, so, you know, at one point there was a very rosy outlook on this connection. and quite passionate here as well. So what's been happening? We have the one and a dream come true here. We have not over, okay? So yeah, let's see, talking about the key. I was looking at this key and then the key with the heart and the one here, but this not over card underneath healing is kind of throwing me. Is somebody here like not over? And I'm not saying that you want to be back together with this person or that the person that you're with wants to be back together with an ex. I'm not saying that. Pile number one, because I don't feel that that's true. I feel like this person is really trying to take command of what they want, actually, with authority in the one here. But somebody has some healing to do about the past, okay? Was somebody engaged to someone else? I'm also getting the name Rachel here, or the R names. Was somebody engaged to someone else? Okay, or was somebody in a serious connection and yet they've moved on from that? They're healing from it. They're growing from it. You know, they're ready for a glow up. You know, they're ready to get back into their authority and find their person. But like, there's still some healing going on here. It looks like to me. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So interesting because, you know, something that like was really like sexy or hot or rosy looking. Somebody here could be wearing the color orange, or because I see like an orange dress or like a reddish orange dress or shirt here. Somebody could be wearing like reddish orange with like yellow as well, which is quite the combination, and maybe blue as well here. Quite the color combinations, right? I feel like this connection had a lot of like pizzazz in it. But you know, in order to kind of, or it had just a lot of chemistry, connection, a lot of feeling, a lot of those bright colors, but then things really kind of slowed down, okay? And I feel like this person is saying like, do you want this? Okay, and it looks like he's trying to hand her something, and she's like doing this. She's giving the peace sign or the number 2, okay? So somebody here is like, do you want this? And the other person maybe is feeling like they're a second choice, okay? Because someone else's default dream didn't come true, okay? We have the 3 of Wands. So we have Sun in Aries here. Again, talking about the Emperor, Chiron, Aries energy, Earth sign energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But somebody here, like, you know, I also feel like maybe when things started to slow down, someone in this connection really was trying to make things super sexual, or trying to like hold on to the other person by kind of like being sexual, and or like still trying to bring that person in, even though there was some questions about like, am I the second choice here, or is this what you really want? And the other person feeling that kind of questioning or withdrawal energy and kind of making up for the elephant in the room, if you will, by being like very, very sexual in order to kind of bring the energy back to what it was in the beginning, okay? So I can see why you guys are having some questions about this. And I think the other person, the person who's being kind of more sexual, the other person's being less sexual, and someone's got a red face here and they're kind of like, what's going on, you know? So we have the 3 of Pentacles here, like 3 is a crowd, you know, and yeah, so I feel like it's so funny with this 3 of Pentacles because I feel like, you know, here's a couple that is like very passionate, right? Very sexual, really, you know, this is a very sexual deck anyway. And you can see that he's like fucking her from behind. He's got a smile on his face. Somebody here could have like a widow's peak, a very pronounced widow's peak. That's like, you know, when the hairstyle at the front has like a point on it, kind of. If you know what I mean, Google it if you don't know what I mean, but widow's peak. But somebody here is really, you know, really giving it to somebody hard, but then like the vibe has shifted and it's like no longer feeling like as sexy maybe as it was in the beginning, okay? or some talk about the sexual chemistry between you and this person and maybe other people that you've been with. Okay, so there could be some talk on that, I feel here too. We have the lizard. So, you know, this is another fire sign energy. So we have fire and earth going on in this pile for sure. We could have Capricorn with Aries, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But the thing about the lizard is that the lizard is very magical. It's very entertaining. It's very fun. It kind of darts around. If you think of a lizard, it kind of like darts around, and it's on the desert floor, kind of darting around, you know. But the thing about the lizard is that it is a very magical creature, but its energy can get drained easily, and therefore it can kind of like, you know, need to tap out at sometimes. Okay, so I kind of see this not over energy, this healing energy, and this lizard energy here as someone kind of coming on hot and heavy, like, oh yeah, I want this, and then kind of being like, okay, I'm tapped out now. All right. And we have emotions are running high, super moon. Okay, so something emotionally draining, I feel, could be going on. Like somebody here, I feel there is a lot of sexual energy, but then it's like, what's behind it, right? I feel like there are conversations that emotions are running high, but the conversations have really been kind of slow or not really forthcoming. Okay, so I can see why. Yeah, and here's this 5 of Pentacles, and again with the earth energy here, we have 2 3s, so 3 3 and the Knight of Pentacles. Emotions are running high with the 5 of Pentacles, like, God, this is just like so tiring, right? Or trying. That was like, in trying, not in the sense is I'm trying to do this, but more like trying, like physically and emotionally trying. Okay, so somebody's in a phase where they're just kind of exhausted by everything, I feel. Okay, with this 5 of Pentacles. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles here, and somebody trying to kind of pick themselves up and get back in the game again and work on whatever it is they need to work on after a period. And I'm also kind of getting somebody here feeling a little bit sorry for themselves. Okay, we see the tear here, the eye with the tear. The eye at the center of the hurricane, right? Everything's calm in the middle of the storm. With the Wheel of Fortune, that definitely is true. The Wheel of Fortune talks about grounding ourselves during chaotic times. I kind of feel like this person is emotionally rugged, emotionally run ragged right now, pile number 1, and they may just be throwing themselves into their work in order to, like, you know, I feel like this person may be having some issues with their lower back, or I feel like this person wears like underwear with a white band on them. I'm even getting like tidy whities. Okay, but I feel like this person is throwing themselves into their work to try to keep their mind busy. I feel like this person sometimes wants to run away from their problems, okay? Because I'm getting very drawn to the red legs here. I mean, it's like business above, and I'll stay here and do the work, but like I'm gonna run away with the legs and the feet being the red color here. Okay, and feeling like this person really wants to get away or run away. It's like that song by Lenny Kravitz. Do you guys remember that song? I've got to get away. I've got to run away, right? And, you know, the Sphinx here at the top of the Wheel of Fortune is really kind of like drawing me into. It's like, don't speak, okay? It's like not really like, it's being a little secretive or a little silent about what it knows or what it thinks. All right. And this person's trying to keep their center in a time of flux and change in their life in general, because this major arcana energy is telling me this person is going through a time of great fluctuation, because we go from the Hermit to the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hermit is like, you know, like very like calm, like, I don't know, calm and peaceful compared to the Wheel of Fortune, which is a lot more chaotic. The Hermit is about going within, right? And the Wheel of Fortune is about expanding outwards, and oftentimes involves having multiple directions that you can go, but also about, you know, meeting our destiny, right? Full on, head on. And I feel like this person has been kind of doing everything to avoid doing that. Like, they've been through something in the past that was very challenging here, and they've, you know, they've really tried to bury themselves in their work or come up with any distraction. But at the same time, I think this person sometimes is still feeling like shit, pile number one, okay? Physically, I don't know, maybe last time they hung out with you, I feel like literally feeling like shit, like their stomach, like not feeling good, or feeling like they just gotta go to the bathroom or get up and leave. I kind of get that energy, right? So yeah, and it's kind of like their life right now. They really, I feel this person really does need to purge. And the more that they avoid things, the greater the tendency to feel like they want to run away is. Okay, so I mean, yeah, and I feel like we have number 10 here with authority, and we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is number 10, and it's all about, like, I get that this person wants to have some control over, like, who they think is the one in their life, and I feel like they maybe lost control of that in the past, okay? Like, destiny took a person that they cared about on a different path. All right. And so I don't think it's all in your head, that there's some issues that this person is currently experiencing. And sometimes the issues that we're experiencing individually, like, outweigh the viability of a connection, right? So, I mean, I don't think it's in your head that this person cares about you, right? We have a dream come true. We have the one here, but and emotions are running high and all of that. But I also just feel like this person's outlook has changed, and their emotions are running high here. We have supermoon, emotions are running high, but they're kind of trying to avoid their emotions, I feel, okay? And I get that some of them are trying not to get, like, swept up in their emotions or swept up in the storm of what they're feeling, but they're feeling it. They're feeling it. Life's a riddle, I feel like, for them that is not easily solvable at this time, okay? So, like, let's get into the tarot and see. Let's ask the question, is this connection all in pile number one's head? Is it all in your head? Knight of Cups. Well, pile number one, here's what I'm gonna say, is you guys, I feel you guys are in a very space in your life where you want a lot of romance, and you want a lot of, like, there's this vision of a knight coming in on his white horse, right? And this is a particularly romantic kind of a character. And I think this person may have been like this at first with this dream come true and outlook here. And somebody here could have Pisces in their chart. I also feel, but I feel somebody here is, you know, I do think I don't think it's in your head that this connection started out like with this Knight of Cups, like really nice, moving along. But now we have the Knight of Pentacles right here, okay? Pile number one, it's right here in the reading. And things have shifted with the Wheel of Fortune, and the vibe isn't playful really anymore here. And I'm sure that's been disappointing for you guys, because I think there's something here about a fantasy, okay? And here's the S names with the S up here in the clouds in the corner, but we could have the name Sam here too, or some variation of that name, or S names. But I do kind of feel that Pisces vibe. And I think, you know, you may have like a romantic soul, pile number one, or just the way this connection started out made you feel like, I guess I could have a romantic soul, you know? I mean, maybe normally you're a little more careful and things like that, or you're not the most romantic person ever, but like something about this connection, I feel like, opened up something inside of you and kind of really made this fantasy open up for you, okay? But let's go ahead and see, is this all in your head? We have the Chariot. So, you know, I mean, this person's coming through as a Knight of Pentacles with the Chariot and the Knight of Cups. Like, you're wanting this connection to really take off. And, you know, but it, you know, with the Black Horse and the White Horse, again, with that Sphinx energy of moving in two different directions and not really telling the other person what direction we want to head in, right? And I feel like this person really, like, you wanted to take this connection somewhere. This other person has kind of been holding back here, okay? We have the Seven of Wands and we have the Two of Swords. So you guys are like, I should make a decision about this connection because it's put me in a bit of a funk. And, you know, I feel like some of you guys even could have told your friends or told somebody about this connection, and now you're like, oh great, now I gotta like back up what I was saying, or I've gotta like dial the energy back, or people are asking you about this person, hey, how's so-and-so doing? And you guys are like, I don't know, I don't have any fucking updates for you, you know? And I feel like it is very annoying to you guys because you do like to be, you know, moving things forward in your life, right? And I do think you wanted to move this connection forward. And I do feel like this person wanted to move this connection forward too, as well. But their stance now is very different than before. Something shifted with the Wheel of Fortune, okay? And it's almost like by making no decision and being defensive, this person is making a decision, okay? And I get that that might be very aggravating for you guys in pile number one, okay? And, you know, I don't think this connection was all in your head. I think you just ran into obstacles in this connection, okay? And this person's inaction or kind of fading in and out, and some of the things that they're working through personally are not super conducive to the energy of having a relationship. This person is going through a lot of change right now, and they're trying to avoid like seeing the truth, I feel like, okay? With this Eight of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, it's like they're kind of trying to avoid the chaos right now. And, you know, and they're feeling a little sorry for themselves because of everything they've gone through is kind of what I feel. Okay, so what switched within this person for my pile number ones? The Three of Swords. Yeah, they're still, guys, they're still trying to heal from this connection. This Chiron not over, lizard energy. I feel it took them by surprise too. I think they were actually really trying to date you or be with you, pile number one. And, you know, they're just not over something yet. We have the Three of Swords and emotions running super high. And, you know, the threes are very much about like creation and making something new happen, right? And I feel like, like they've got a lot of threes. They have 333 now. We have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Three of Swords. So, you know, three's a crowd. And even if I don't feel this person is still seeing this person from their past, but it is dominating their energetic field. Pile number one, okay? So it's not like it was in your head. I think maybe you romanticized it a little bit here. I know maybe we all can fall into that fantasy energy. Maybe you sort of were like, oh, this is the perfect person, or this is like exactly what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that, pile number one. Do not beat yourself up over that, okay? Five of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you guys are kind of beating yourself up over this, and it's not your fault, okay? This person has a lot to sort through emotionally, okay? And unfortunately, they're kind of being their own worst enemy right now with the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Their chaotic, like, emotional energy is not really getting worked out. I mean, it will eventually with this Wheel of Fortune, because it has to, like destiny, you know, it is what it is. But like, you know, at the same time, I feel your guides are telling you, pile number one, like, you know, you didn't do anything wrong in this situation. it's like something was broken before you came in on the scene. All right. And it's not something, unfortunately, that like even you can fix for this person. Okay. They've got to fix whatever has broken for them. And spirit wants to draw your attention in another direction anyway, because there's some deep emotional healing that about your past that I feel, pile number one, can happen at this time. Okay. Yeah, we have the 5 of Cups and the Devil, and then the 3 of Cups. So the 3 of Cups is the only 3 that was missing. So, you know, it's like this connection, very sexy, very much a good time, but leaving you like with a kind of a bitter taste in your mouth. And I can understand why you feel that way. And I've been like that with people before too. I know how it is, like that energy, and you just have to let this other person play it out, because they need to go through their own experience and feel the wheel turn. Okay. And we're going to get further into it, pile number one, in the extended reading, and get more information about what's the future of this connection. We'll even probably hit up the dirty little grab bag. Ooh, that was like a hammer coming down. If I feel like it, if I feel like the energy aligns, and we'll get some messages, specific messages from your person in the extended reading, and get some more direct advice from your guides. Okay. So thank you so much, pile number one. And thank you for being here today. I know, like, I feel frustrated, honestly. I can feel, like, if you guys feel frustrated after this reading, I feel you. I really can. That's how I read psychically, is I literally can feel the emotions as I'm reading. So I know the frustration that you must feel, pile number one. I'm sending you a lot of healing energy around this situation. And, you know, like, check out some more of my readings if you're just like, oh, that was rough. You know, there's one reading I have called, I think it's under Love and Romance on my playlist, and it's called, you know, What's Coming for You in Love, All Good, All Positive, No X's. Okay. So check out that reading, maybe give you a little serotonin boost there. Okay. Pile number one. So thank you so much, my lovelies. And I hope to see you again soon. Take care. Okay, pile number two. Let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the yellow flower tea light, and today's reading is a subscriber request reading. Somebody asked me if I could read for them the brutally honest truth about a connection. They were wondering, is the connection only in their head, or is this thing actually a reality? Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look at your messages, pile number two. Thank you for being here. I'm getting the energy of somebody wearing sunglasses and like smelling a flower or picking up flowers, or just wearing sunglasses and smiling. I like that, okay? So of course the yellow flower is the energy like of the sunflower or the sun, which is beautiful. Solar plexus chakra as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Plus I love the colors of the deck, the pink deck with the yellow flowers, really pretty. I think it kind of reminds me of like pink lemonade, you know, which is really nice to have in the summertime. All right, my pink lemonade. I don't know why I just got the name Bopper or Blooper or Bopper. Okay, so if somebody here has a pet with the name Bopper, or heard something lately with Bopper, or got some item that's a bopper, I don't even know what that is. What is that even? Pile number two. Okay, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do it. Pile number two. Spirits, angels, and guides for my beautiful pile number two. So spirits correcting me and saying it's bloopers. Maybe some of you guys have been watching bloopers lately of like a favorite show. Thank you, Spirit. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me with the beautiful energy of my wonderful pile number twos. Please and thank you. I'm getting the name Christina, but with a K, or it could just be the K names in general. Chris with a K, Christina with a K, or just K names in general. All right, we could have K and C as well. I'm getting KC or K and C. So Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, all right? I love it. Pile number 2. Let's go ahead and get it for my beautiful pile number 2s. Is this connection all in your head, pile number 2? Or is this the real deal? Is this actually a connection, or is it just floating around in your head? Let's check it out. Ooh, we have Miracle, card 33. Look at that beautiful yellow in the center there. The frequency of miracle supports our belief in ourselves as part of Source, and therefore our belief that anything is possible. Okay, so anything is possible for my KFC, Kentucky Fried Country. Yeah, I feel like some of you guys, I do feel that country energy, or somebody that lives in the South. Maybe somebody here likes country music. Interesting, but okay, 33, all right? This energy of a miracle, right? And it's that energy of a beautiful surprise, okay? So let's go ahead and see what else we have here. We have the 11th house. We could have Aquarius energy here too, but this is talking about, like, you know, how fortuitous that you and this person, you have similar interests or similar friend groups, or maybe you're both into technology or astronomy or astrology, right? Like, I see some overlapping interests here. Like, I don't feel that you two are exact, but I almost said, I don't feel like you two are Zach or the word Zach, okay? So somebody here could have a Z name or the name Zach. But I don't feel like you two are exact, but you have things in common with this person, okay? And they are very interesting to talk to, all right? Somebody here could work at a startup or have an idea for a startup, or someone in your family may too, like a brother or sister. But yeah, there's a lot of experimentation that goes on in the 11th house, and a lot of talk about the future, okay? We have the 9th house in seeking, so we could have an Aquarius and Sagittarius energy here. I mean, I see a lot of dynamic energy between you and this person, like talking about travel, foreign travel, talking about hobbies and interests that you have in common. Some really unique stuff too. Like, maybe you guys have both been to a country that most other people haven't been to, or you both want to go to a country, all right? Spirit just showed me Croatia. I think Croatia has some beautiful beaches, like almost like Greece, but maybe not as expensive. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I kind of always wanted to go to Croatia. It just sort of popped into my head, and that's pretty cool. I actually remember dating someone from Croatia back in the day, so interesting. But anyway, it's like you two just kind of like exploring the world together, talking about, yeah, I went backpacking here, or I went with my friends there, or I took this trip and it was amazing, and the things that I saw and I learned. And yeah, I just feel you two have like a lot to talk about. A lot of, even though you may come from different backgrounds, it's like you guys definitely have overlapping interests. And I feel like a lot of excitement and kind of mutual interest here. Let's see what else we have. We have ex-lover. Okay, so is this an ex-lover or somebody? That's so funny, because I thought about the Croatian guy that I used to date, and I'm like, oh yeah, this reading is not for me, mind you, pile number 2. This reading is for you. But sometimes Spirit will show me, like, you know, like the Balkan states or something like that, as a way to kind of like, as a way to communicate psychic information with me, okay? But like, ex-lover, knock knock, who's there? It's an ex-lover, pile number 2. We have cold. Okay, so I mean, maybe this is talking about how it was when you two were together. Like, oh, so much fun, we have all these plans, we could go and do all these amazing things together, this would be really exciting, right? But then everything just went cold, or just turned to stone, or was hollow or empty, okay? So what's going on here, pile number 2? We have secrets, okay? So somebody here withdrew, or somebody here's energy is withdrawing because, and it may be that they still have things they need to wrap up with an ex-lover, okay? Take it as it resonates, because it's a general reading, but There's something here about this person kind of going cold, or maybe it was you, pile number 2, that went a little bit cold here, or both of you, but somebody went cold because there was some secrets that someone totally didn't reveal about an ex-lover or something that happened in their past when it comes to love, okay? And somebody could have been, keeping some secrets and just, you don't know the whole truth, okay? And as I was in your reading, I felt the need to kind of pull on my ear, which to me, that's always like listen softly and quietly. It's like High Priestess. It always reminds me of the High Priestess, okay? The High Priestess energy can really keep secrets, I feel like. And the High Priestess, when things are kept from her, I mean, she can be kind of cold too, right? And silent. So I am getting that kind of energy here, that somebody was holding on to a secret about their past or about someone from their past. And it really, rained on the parade is what I feel here, because the parade, as your connection started out here, very high hopes for it with miracle, this 11th house and the 9th house. The 11th and the 9th house are both very like benevolent houses, right? They're both very good, like, the 9th house is like Jupiter or the guru. The 11th house is our future hopes and our goals. So, talk about a miracle, right? And I'm also seeing 9/11 here, or somebody who has a September 11th birthday or a November 9th birthday, okay? 11 and 9. 9/11, the number 9/11 too. All right, somebody here keeping a secret about something from the past. We have the 6 of Cups, and what's so funny is the 6 of Cups is literally on the bottom of this deck, and I checked it really quick when I moved this deck over, and I'm like, okay, so there could be something with the Scorpio here too. This is a Sun and Scorpio card, but talk about keeping secrets about the past, all right? So somebody, and I feel like this is you looking at this picture of the person that you were with someone else in their past. And I feel like some of you are like, I can't believe my eyes, okay? That's kind of what I'm getting here. And I'm getting that this person dated this person in a different season of their life. I'm also getting something about autumn here. But they dated this person at like a different season in their life is what I feel. And I just think like some of you guys looking at this or seeing these pictures, you're like, I cannot believe my eyes. Like, what is this? What is this like past, okay? We have the Magician here. So, I mean, there's oh, whoa, it's magic, right? With the 11th house here, a lot of things in common. And I do feel you guys you and this person have a past life connection. You do. You really do with this 6 of Cups and the Magician. Yeah, you guys have, mutual interests. There's a lot of like creative energy when you two are together. It's like, okay, what do we want to make happen now? A lot of communication with the Magician. The Magician is Mercury energy. So, a lot of communication, but I do feel like something got blown out of proportion about somebody's past, okay, is what I'm kind of getting here. We have the 7 of Wands, okay? So again, it's a bunch of nurses here. So somebody here could be a nurse or in the medical field, but it looks like, this is a Mars and Leo card. Somebody is not shy, okay? And this picture, she looks like she's writing this dude's face, okay? And somebody's getting ready to hit it from the back while someone else is riding someone's face. I get the feeling here like somebody is not shy. I feel like with this 7 of Wands and Magician energy, the energy was potent between you two. It still is, I feel like, it's not shy, all right? And it does resonate with this past life energy. We have Buffalo here. So something about this situation with this ex or this secret that was kept that just keeps resurfacing. popping up again, popping up to remind you, popping up like, okay, like this person didn't tell me the whole truth, right? And we have your commitment is being tested the first quarter moon, all right? And I get that it feels kind of relentless to you. And for some of you, this may be, I see here Scorpio, Aquarius, Sagittarius. I also see Taurus energy with the buffalo. But, and I feel like you guys are people that don't give up easily. Like you have a lot of staying power in your connection, but something about this past energy and these secrets that were kept and you left out of the loop, I feel like pile number 2 is causing you to question this connection. Okay, and I feel like there's somebody here who's pretty relentless and will not kind of let this issue go. With this buffalo and your commitment is being tested, somebody here is like, no, we need, like, we have to talk about this. Magician, 7 of Wands, like we need to go through this, we need to talk about it, like, and we need to keep pushing. I feel like someone here is kind of pushing on something and the other person doesn't really want to talk about it, okay? And I also just got the S and J names, could be the initials J and S. I just got like Jenna and Steve as 2 names, but they're just names that Spirit showed me. If that happens to resonate or you know people with that name, then take it times a million. But Spirit also just showing me the J and S initials, okay? And we have the 4 of Wands. Yeah, this connection was really fun. Like, it still is. I mean, fun, because the 4 of Wands to me is like very immediate energy. It's like the present moment, being really cheerful and happy in the present moment. I mean, this is like, I can't believe we met in this lifetime. 11-11 energy, right? Like 4 of Wands, like, wow. You know, whoa, it's magic, okay? And what a surprise to see you again in this lifetime, and how exciting, right? But something happened between the last lifetime and this lifetime. Or if it's not a past life and you don't resonate with that, something happened between you and this person being together in the past and now talking again, all right? Something is coming up here. We have the Lovers. Damn, this is not in your head, pile number 2, all right? This connection is not in your head and it runs deep, okay? And I feel like the angel over you 2 here is saying, like, do you guys really want this, right? Because this is going to take some effort and work. And, you know, the vibe and the energy was really nice with the 4 of Wands, but, you know, this is going to take some effort, like, and commitment. Your commitment is being tested. Do you guys want this? Okay. And we have the King of Pentacles here. Yeah. So, I mean, it's like the vibe got kind of serious, all right? Or again, somebody not letting up. And again, we could have Earth sign here. I am feeling a Taurus for sure. Or somebody who's as Taurus in their chart or acts very stubborn, okay? It doesn't have to be a Taurus, but like, you know, won't let something go. It's like you guys, as your connection is at a crossroads here with the Lovers. Spirit's like, it could go this way and it could go that way, right? But somebody here, and this could be about an ex-lover that you have, pile number 2, that you told this person about, and they're finding out stuff that they didn't know, or things that you kind of kept behind, right? And, you know, this person wants to know, like, what's going on. They're not really letting it up. They're not letting this issue go. Somebody here is being pretty stubborn about what it is that insisting, I feel, that we need to discuss this and talk about this before we move forward, okay? Even though there's all this like really positive energy, there's a snag, and I can see why. Like, somebody here is like, I need to know what happened, I need to know the truth, and they're not really letting up on it, all right? And yeah, so, and this is the first quarter moon. We're heading into a full moon this week. So if this is immediate energy for some of you guys here, I feel like the first quarter moon is going to be after the full moon. after the new moon and after the, you know, after the dark of the moon, the new moon, and then the first quarter. So yeah, I mean, coming up in the next couple of weeks, I feel like, you know, this situation, the Lovers talks about, you know, a choice and which path do you want to take here, okay? Because there's potential for this discussion to kind of get heated, I feel, you know, with this red in the background here, this red mountain in the background. I feel there is potential for this to get a little bit heated, or the road to get a little bit rough, or maybe it already has, pile number 2, but like Spirit is saying, pile number 2, what do you want here? What do you want to have happen here? And yeah, and I do get this energy, it could be the masculine in this situation, but somebody here, an energy of being kind of worried and being like, okay, what's going on here? All right, could be the feminine too, but that's just what I'm seeing here. And there needs to be some fairness and equality with the Lovers as well. Like, we need to get on the same page. We need to see eye to eye, which is interesting because I feel like you guys do a lot of the time with the 9th house and the 11th house, 2 very benefic houses. Like, you know, I feel you guys do, and I feel you guys could have a nice life together here. But there's some like stubborn insistence on knowing the truth or sorting out the past, okay? Yeah, so let's go ahead and see. There could also be something about money or finances here as well with the Buffalo and the King of Pentacles. That's a lot of like earth, abundance kind of energy, but it's being tested, okay? So let's go ahead and see for my beautiful pile number 2s. Is this connection all in their head, Spirit? Is this connection all in their head? We have the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, here it is with you guys on the outside, all right? And the crazy thing is here you guys are in your bride, you're a bride, okay? You're in this white outfit and you've got your veil on, you've got your white dress on, and yet you guys, I feel like, are kind of psyching yourselves out. I feel like you guys may be focusing too much, or this person is, take it as it resonates, but like somebody here is focusing too much on what they perceive to be in, like what they don't have versus like what they have, okay? And or is thinking this situation is, you know, like there's something here about the past or something that happened in the past, okay? And feeling like, I get that somebody here is feeling like, this person had this connection in the past, but like, I don't share the same connection with them. Or they didn't tell me about the past. Or maybe somebody here didn't tell someone that they had been married in the past or almost married, okay? Something came up, all right, with that secrets card. And yeah, so interesting energy here, pile number 2. Let's see, is this all in your head? I think a lot of your worry is in your head, honestly. Like, you know, but let's go ahead and see. Let's get some more cards here for my pile number 2s. Is this relationship all in their head? The Magician, I mean, we have the Magician twice. So, you know, like, believe in the power of the possible, pile number 2, okay? And we have Miracle here anyway, like Miracle Magician. And the 6 of Cups, like emotional stability, like feeling emotional harmony, okay? And with the 5 of Pentacles here, I think some things that you're worrying about maybe kind of disempowering you at times. Like, I see that, you know, you're a very exciting person to be with. You're a very beautiful person. And love is all around you, I feel like, pile number 2. I love that she's wearing this sheer dress and that she's kind of holding her hand above her head, almost like a dancer would. But it's like that moment before creation, okay? And no need to, like, I feel like sometimes with the Magician too, it feels a little impulsive to me. Like, oh, I don't like the way this is. It's kind of impulsive. And I feel like what Spirit is saying here is don't let your worries and your anxieties cause you to act in an impulsive manner, because there are some really good things here, okay? So for my pile number 2s, is this connection all in pile number 2's head? Queen of Wands. I mean, baby, you're hot. This person thinks you're hot. What are you doing? Look at you. Like, why are you, if you're worried about the past or this person is worried about your past, I mean, I feel like you guys are hot. Look at the sunflower on her leg with the black cat. And I talked about the sunflower here with the yellow tea light. We could have some Leos here, some Geminis here as well. I just feel like you guys have this person's attention, all right? There's an issue from the past that came up. Somebody was insisting on having it their way or getting an answer about something out of someone. Okay, just relax a little bit here, pile number 2, or your person needs to relax, one or the other, okay? Yeah, we have 9 of Swords. It's kind of like useless worry, okay? I really don't think that you need to be that worried, okay? Like, you're very beautiful to this person. Be confident in who you are. Strengthen your solar plexus. And, you know, you're the one in control with the Magician, okay? And, you know, you're very, like, enigmatic. What's that word? Enigmatic and mysterious and sexy, okay? Don't discount yourself. And I feel like a lot of you guys are like, I'm not those things, Natalie. Like, I don't feel that way inside of me, all right? And, you know, and I feel like it's time to kind of change your viewpoint, all right? If you've been demanding that this person tell you certain things or tell you certain things about the past, or once you found out things, you were like, see, I knew it, right? Like, some of you guys may be like creating biases that don't really need to be there, okay? That are just kind of upsetting you. And yeah, it's kind of like, I get that you're worried, and maybe some of you have been in the past like cheated on or lied to, and so you've got a certain perception of things, but you're magicians, okay? So it's time to kind of clear your energy of this pain and suffering, okay? Pile number 2, let's see. Is this connection all in pile number 2's head? Is it all in your head? We have the Hierophant. No, pile number 2. I love this Hierophant. I love the blue color here too. And you guys know, all right? And I love her throat chakra here. It looks pretty. And Taurus rules the throat chakra anyway. But like, and Taurus, the Hierophant is a Taurus card. But, you know, we have like the all-knowing, all-seeing eye of Horus. And yeah, I mean, you guys know what's up. Like, you're coming through as the Magician and the Hierophant. Is anybody getting anything by you anyway, pile number 2? Is this all in your head? We have Temperance. No, it's not. I think there is potential for commitment. There is potential for, you know, look at this family here. We've got the mom and the daughter. They're wearing the same apron here. Oh, and look at the little angel in the background. There's your guys' angel, like, hey, what's up? You know, I mean, I think you guys can and will create the life that you want. Believe in yourself, okay? And try not to get into these. I feel like sometimes you guys go back and forth between feeling really good about yourself, like, wow, you know, like, I am doing it. I am creating the life that I love and I want. And then other times you're like, you know, like, this sucks and my hair doesn't look right and I don't like what I'm wearing, or I'm just constantly worried about this fucking connection, you know, or like, you know, this person was with someone else in the past and they love them more. Whatever it is that's weighing on your heart here, pile number 2, like, Spirit is saying it's not that bad, okay? It's not that bad. I think you're kind of making it worse in your head, honestly. All right. And yeah, so we're going to have some advice in the extended reading. We're going to get some messages from your person. It's not to say that this person is perfect. Okay. I am not getting that this person is perfect. They may be very stubborn, insisting on their ways. Like, you want them to answer certain questions, and they're just kind of like no, this is what it is, right? You may have gotten kind of a cold response when you tried to ask about something, okay? And I'm not saying that this person is perfect, but I think you're making it a little worse in your head than it needs to be, okay? But we're gonna take it to the extended reading, my pile number 2s, and we are gonna go ahead and get more messages from your person. We may even get 18 plus if I feel like that's the energy that wants to come through. And we're definitely going to get more messages and find out what your guides would like you to do in this situation. Okay, pile number 2. So thank you so much, my lovelies. I hope that you found that reading inspiring. I hope you felt connected, and I will see you again soon. Take care. All right, let's go ahead with pile number 3. Let's do it. Let's clear the energy. It's hot in here today. Pile number 3. Let's do it. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the pink tea light, the pink flower. In today's reading, a subscriber asked me if I would give them the brutally honest truth about their connection, because they were wondering, is this connection only in my head, or is this thing a reality? Okay, so we are gonna go ahead and look at the energy. The air condition just kicked on here at my place, and it feels so much better. I was like, whoa, feeling like kind of hot coming into your guys' reading. And so it's like, we need a cool breeze, don't we, pile number 3? Like, we just need a cool breeze, baby. And let's go ahead and do it. For those of you that want to check out my extended reading, we'll go deeper into the energy, and there's a link to my Vimeo below. Please and thank you, angels. Spirits, angels, and guides, please connect me to the beautiful restorative energy of my pile number 3s. Pile number 3, Spirit was just showing me a waterfall. Talk about beautiful sceneries, right? Like that mermaid energy, that waterfall energy. I'm getting that kind of lifted feeling in my third eye, which tells me I could have some psychics and intuitives here. If so, welcome. Also, we could have people here who are smoking out. Like, whenever I get that feeling, I'm like, yeah. Like, what is it called? It's not sativa, but indica. Isn't that the one that makes you feel like you have a body high? But anyway, whatever you're smoking, pile number 3, you're smoking and you're not joking. Let's go ahead and get into it. Is this connection all in your head or not? Please and thank you. Ooh, we have alchemy. I love the pinks and the reds, right? I mean, pink is like, what is it? When you mix like red and purple together, do you get blue when you mix red? And what do you do to get pink? Is it pink and is it red and green and you get pink? Anyway, mixy, pile number 3, all right? The number 8 may be important to this connection. Someone could have a birthday in the month of August or on the 8th of the month, or somebody's birthday could add up to the 8 number, like the 17th would add up to an 8, okay? But this frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemists to perform the miracles of transmutation. Interesting, because pile number 2 had the miracles card. So taking it one step further in pile number 3 and working on the alchemy, which is what I love. So let's go ahead and see. So the energies are definitely mixing and mingling. Alchemy also reminds me of the energy of temperance. We could have some Sagittarians here, or people that have Sagittarius in their chart. Let's get into it. All right, pile number 3. We have, it's funny because I mentioned pink lemonade in pile number 2. So maybe some of you guys were like, should I go with pile 2 or pile 3? Or maybe there's some people from pile 2 watching this reading, but let's get into it. We have opposition here, bringing balance, all right? So a lot of times with opposition energy, it's part of the alchemical process, right? Because we need that kind of opposition tension in order to come together. It's that yin and yang kind of energy, okay? And sometimes something can conflict with our energy, or, you know, but it's all about bringing these two different perspectives together. You guys may have opposite signs. For example, one's a Cancer, one's a Capricorn, right? Or one has a Gemini moon and the other one has a Sagittarius moon, right? It's kind of that opposition energy here. We have third house and perception. Interesting, I mentioned Gemini because the third house is typically ruled by Mercury and is associated with the sign Gemini. But talking about maybe some differences in the way that you two see the world here, and that this kind of mixing and allowing and softness and acceptance of one another will create like a better, you know, will create this balance and harmony in this connection. But with this 3 and third house, there is a lot of talk, all right? There is a lot of, you know, maybe looking at one another's social media. There could be, you know, connections with your guys' siblings and this person's siblings, or siblings could somehow be involved here. But like, you know, there's a lot of talk, communication going on here. And you guys may see the world with this opposition in third house. You may see the world a little bit differently here. Let's see, we have past life. Wow. So a past life connection between you and this person. We have hurt. Okay, so if it's not a past life, it could just be like recently, in the recent past, but we're getting past life and hurt here. And we have secret admirer. Okay. Wow. Okay. So something very beautiful here. I love this alchemy energy. It's like when we take the pain and then we morph it into something new, and then we get this kind of secret admirer. So I do feel this person likes you, pile number 3. I mean, secret admirer, I don't think that you're wrong about that, okay? But something here about this energy of being hurt, maybe there were things that were said, okay, in the past, or things that were communicated that were challenging to hear, because opposition can have to do with, you know, direct challenge as well to like our worldview or how we see things, all right? But I also feel like this person really admires you for like how you stick up for yourself and how you speak out, pile number 3, okay? Even if it has hurt them at times, I do feel like they admire you for the energy that you bring in, okay? And let's go ahead. Some of you guys may feel like you two know each other in a past life, like maybe you were a married couple in a past life, or somebody was someone's parent in a past life, which is kind of weird, but I just have to say it, all right? Pile number 3, we have the 9 of Swords, but it came out reversed. Normally I don't read reversals, but you know, I mean, this is coming out under alchemy. So it's like when we let go of our fears about like, you know, will this person accept me? Will we gel together? You know, like, can I really trust this person? Is what they're telling me making sense? Okay, this is more Gemini energy because this is a Gemini card here. This is a Mars and Gemini card. So it's kind of like when the mind goes into overactive mode, and like then our mind sort of turns against us, right? It's about harmonizing this energy between you and this person, okay? We have Temperance. So interesting, because I was mentioning Temperance with alchemy, and it's about compromising, okay? So there does have to be some compromising here, I feel. For sure, okay? And there may be something that's nagging you with this 9 of Swords reverse that you can't quite put your finger on, but something that is nagging you a little bit about this connection. And sometimes when past life energies come in, you can't really explain it, you're not really sure why, but like something nags at you a little bit, okay? Yeah, we have the Devil, and that is coming out under the 3rd house. So the 3rd house, there might be something about this way that this person like shuts you down when you're speaking, or sometimes maybe they feel like maybe they don't have a whole lot of respect for like what it is that you do in the world, or your views or opinions, or they try to kind of shut you down or control you when all you're trying to do is like experience and live in the world, okay? That's why I was talking about like some kind of like past life parental kind of an energy here, okay? And you know, it's interesting because temperance comes right before the devil. It's like, you know, it's like temperance and alchemy and the devil in opposition, okay? Temperance is card 14, the devil is card 15. So, you know, it's all about how we see things, right? The devil is in the details for sure. But it's like, can we kind of compromise? Can we, like, you know, can we be there for one another in that way and be respectful of one another? Or is this going to be like, you know, is this going to be one other person trying to call the other, you know, trying to control the other person? I do feel like sometimes maybe the way you dress or the way you act, you may have kind of like a laissez-faire attitude towards life, pile number 3, or be kind of a hippie with this alchemy energy. And this person's like, cover yourself up, you know, stop showing your nipples. There's a lot of tits here, all right? I feel like somebody here could have gotten their boobs done. I just have to say that. But like, you know, I feel like this person is like a little more old school, like cover yourself up, and you're just like, why? You know, temperance to me is kind of like, live and let live, all right? And interesting energy here. We have, I feel like it's like, am I doing a past life reading here or what? But we have the butterfly energy. This is the energy of air. Again, we have the 3rd house here. We have the realm of air, the realm of ideas. We also have some fire and earth here. But yeah, the butterfly is like, you guys have really changed, okay? And this go around is going to be different. And there's nobody, like, you guys may get a lot of attention in pile number 3 because you are this beautiful butterfly, and things have definitely changed for you a lot, and you're a lot freer than you ever used to be, pile number 3, okay? So I get the feeling that you're like a beautiful, beautiful butterfly. You're not gonna like being kind of confined, all right? Butterflies are meant to kind of like fly around and flirt with the flowers and things like that, okay? We have surrender to the divine, full moon, all right? So yeah, there is something very sublime, I feel, about this connection, and there is something very like pleasing about it. It feels familiar is the energy that I'm getting, and sometimes I feel like you guys are like, I know that this person is like into me, secret admirer here. It's not so secret, right? But like, you know, surrender to the divine, okay? And yeah, so you guys are like, should I just go with it and just surrender to this connection and just be with it? Or should I be worried about this double energy? Okay, so we're gonna take a look, pile number 3, and see here. We have the 5 of Wands, so we can talk about jealousy and competition, or also just control, like people wanting things done the way that they want them done, like saying, my way's the best, this is how we're gonna do it, and not really considering the viewpoint of others. I love that this person is wearing a polka dotted outfit. I like the blue polka dots on a white shirt. I think that looks really cool. We have somebody here who's sort of out of pocket and isn't really like, everyone else is in the fight, but then somebody else here is like, I'm just gonna kind of do things my way, okay? And is kind of standing on the fringes, right? So again, with this energy of like, no, I know what's best, or I know what we should do here. And then another person just being kind of out of pocket, okay? We have the 8 of Swords here. So yeah, maybe, let's see what else we have. We have the 4 of Cups. So this could be Cancer energy. We have Leo, Cancer, and Gemini energy here. But I feel like some of you guys are like, you know, maybe not wanting to see that this person doesn't really want to change too much, okay? I feel like this person sometimes thinks like, well, why should I change? Because at the end of the day, like, I know what's best, or I'm the one that's gonna have to make this happen, and it takes hard work and effort, but somebody needs to be the leader here. you know, and I feel like this person sometimes may not see how their attitude towards things may upset other people or may confuse or upset other people. And I feel like this person has trouble understanding sometimes, like, why they're like, maybe they're just telling you, pile number 3, like, you know what, just surrender. Like, I've got this, I can take care of everything. I didn't really need your help anyway. I can take care of it all, right? But I feel you guys want to be a part of things. It's that energy of opposition and alchemy, and we want to bring things together, not divide, right? With the 5 of Wands, it talks about a lot of division, a lot of insisting that my way or the highway, right? And I feel like someone here could kind of be a spoiled sport at times, okay? With this 4 of Cups energy, it's like, well, if I can't have it my way, then I don't want to do it at all right? And it's kind of babyish in a way, I feel like. And yeah, so it's interesting, pile number 3. I kind of feel like your guys's roles may be a little bit reversed from like a past life. It's interesting here. But we have this energy of being hurt and being in our feelings with this 4 of Cups. So this person, you know, they talk about Cancers having like the power sulk, you know, like S-U-L-K, sulk, right? The power sulk. And other people can't even see it coming, and they're like, where'd this energy come from, you know? And they're just like sulking in the corner, like, ugh, you know? And I can say that because I have a moon in Cancer. So I can say that, guys. But like, I don't think that, and I feel like some of you guys are saying, is this energy between us, is this in my head? Or am I dreaming of this? Or is this just, you know, am I worried about something that I don't need to worry about here? Am I perceiving this situation incorrectly? All right. And you're not, pile number 3. Like, if you've seen some of these issues, I'm verifying for you now that, yeah, these issues are part of this connection, okay? And it doesn't mean that it can't change with the butterfly here, and that, you know, but I feel this person you're dealing with, pile number 3, needs to kind of surrender to the divine, or surrender to the feminine, the divine feminine at least, right? With the moon and the divine. But like, you know, this person like refuses, I feel like sometimes. They're like, if I can't have it my way, like I'm doing it just fine. I don't want anybody else interfering, okay? And the 8 of Swords is the card of interference. And you guys are like, but wait a second, you know, but wait a second. Like, actually, if we all just took a step back and tried to do this a little bit differently, you know, it's like voice of reason, okay? With this 3rd house and temperance energy, alchemy, it's like, if we just take a step back here, all right? We just listen to each other instead of, you know, just immediately jumping into the mix, right? Like, let's just listen to each other and find out what we can do here, all right? So I don't think the issues that you're seeing are like just all in your head, okay? I think that they're actually happening. And there's something here like about the question that we asked, the brutally honest truth about this connection. Is it only in my head? And I don't think so. I think, you know, maybe you guys thought that this connection was like really coming together like beautifully, like alchemy, right? Temperance, like we're gonna see each other's point of views. We're gonna, you know, like reconcile our differences, and we're gonna play nice with each other on the playground, right? Or we're gonna see each other's point of view, right? But I feel like this person, as much as they do care about you, pile number 3, I feel like they're kind of stuck in their ways a little bit, okay? And they kind of like to have control in situations, and if they don't get their way, they may have a little bit of a tantrum, okay? Or just silent treatment is also what I'm getting here, okay? Which maybe a lot of you guys weren't necessarily expecting, that maybe took you by surprise here, okay? So let's go ahead and look at the tarot, and let's go ahead and see spirits, angels, and guides for my beautiful pile number 3s. I'm also getting Mexican. I don't know if some of you guys had Mexican food lately, or the person that I'm asking about is from Mexico, but I am getting like Mexican or Mexico here. Mexico, Texaco. I don't know why I just said that. Texaco, isn't that a gas station? Someone in the oil business? My goodness, what are you trying to show me, Spirit? Let's go ahead and see. Maybe some of you guys are listening to this while pumping gas, or you're like, I've got to get gas. But let's go ahead and listen. Let's listen. Pile number 3, okay? We're going to listen to Spirit. What is the brutally honest truth about this connection? 9 of Swords, there it is again, okay? And before here, yeah, I feel like some of you guys with this 9 of Swords before reversed, you're like, I'm just worrying about shit I don't need to worry about. It's gonna be fine. Like, the energies are gonna even out. But then we have the 9 of Swords upright here. So definitely something here about saying, like, there is some differences here between you and this person, and it is a little bit hard to reconcile these differences, I feel like, okay? And you guys may make, like, if this person gets upset, you may be the one like reaching out to them and saying, like, I'm also getting the J names or the name like John, but you guys may reach out to this person and be like, oh, you know, be the one to like first kind of, you know, make an overture towards peace, all right? But I feel this person's a little, they're kind of don't, it's like you could give them the world and they might still be crabby about it, okay? Let's see, is this connection all in pile number 3's head here? We have 2 of Pentacles, so again, you guys have been wondering, like, I feel like I'm willing to compromise. I feel like I'm willing to, again, with this energy of opposition and balance, all right, I'm willing to compromise here. I'm willing to change, but I'm worried, or I'm willing to change and compromise as necessary because this connection is important to me. I'm willing to take the steps to do that, but would this person do the same, right? Is it in your head? 2 of Swords, we have 2 2s here in the 9, okay, so we have 92 or 29 here, 229. Yeah, I think, you know, it's not in your head in the sense that I feel there's a lot going on in your head right now, pile number 3, and I don't feel like you should discount like everything going on in your head or the questions that you have. Like, there is a lot going on, and I think maybe sometimes you might have thought, well, we could easily resolve this, right? With some good compromise and communication. And under normal circumstances, I would say yes, but we've got that past life card there. So, and hurt, right? Past life and hurt. So as much as you've maybe changed and grown and made some different decisions in your life, I feel this person is kind of still maybe the same a little bit. Okay, let's see what else here. Let's see, is this connection all in pile number 3's head here? We have the Hierophant. Yeah, I mean, this person's just like, I know the right way to do everything. Everyone should listen to me. I know what's right for everyone, or, you know, it's kind of that, you know, the Hierophant is like the Pope, right? And it's like, it's interesting because pile 2 and pile 3 have a kind of similar message in the sense that somebody here is a little stubborn or controlling or insisting upon their way, or doesn't really want to change a whole lot, or is like the great immovable object, where I feel like this person's like, aha, I know the right way to do things. And, you know, I feel like it gives you some stress at times, pile number 3, because you're like, well, I'm willing to kind of change, or I'm willing to go within and look at things that I may need to change within myself, right? The butterfly energy, the Two of Swords, Moon in Libra, I'm willing to go within. And we have like Taurus, Libra, Cancer energy here, okay? I'm willing to go within and see what this is all about, but I feel like this other person, it doesn't really want to change, okay? And I mean, this was a different message than pile number 2 though, okay? It was a little bit different message, but I do feel like this person's like, no, I'm the one that knows. I'm the one that has the understanding, okay? And I know what everybody should kind of do. I know the best way to do things, all right? And you guys are just not, I see you guys are more wanting to like compromise here, okay? So if you've been telling yourself, it's only in my head, this person will compromise, we'll get through this, I feel like Spirit is saying, actually, this person is pretty stuck in their ways with the Hierophant and the Four of Cups here. And they've got some soul lessons around this issue about surrendering to the divine, okay? Like Hierophant energy is like the intermediary between God and humans, but the Hierophant isn't literally God, you know? And the Pope, what they is the old school name for the Hierophant, we always say the Pope is infallible, right? Or people would in the Catholic Church say the Pope is infallible, but no one's infallible. Like, let no man stand before God, that, right? I mean, kind of a thing that has ever made a mistake or who's ever been wrong about something, right? Don't cast stone at glass houses, that type of energy. I mean, I feel like this person is just needing, and it's kind of like when I mentioned that whole thing of someone being a parent to someone in a past life, like somebody was someone's father or something like that, okay? And yeah, I don't mean to creep you out with that pile number 3, but if that's not going to resonate for everyone, but if it resonates for you, like, you know, I got to pick up on it, okay? And I feel like you guys are lighter in this lifetime, pile number 3. You're the butterfly, okay? And I do feel like you've spent some time worried about this connection. Like, are my thoughts about this connection in my head? And where is this energy coming from? Where is this kind of hurt past life energy coming from? You know, is what I'm feeling actually true? And it's like, yeah, it is, pile number 3. If I've been kind of nailing this for you, it's true, okay? So let's see what else here. Let's see. As far as Spirit, give me the brutal, honest truth about this connection, please. We have the Ten of Swords. Okay, well, that's pretty brutally honest. And the Ten of Swords comes after, of course, the Nine of Swords. I mean, the good thing is the Ten of Swords kind of puts us out of our misery. We have the 8, the 9, and the Ten of Swords. 8, 9, and 10 of Swords, they're all Gemini cards, okay? The Ten of Swords is Sun in Gemini. And it's like to the point where we just can't think anymore. Like, we have exhausted our mental reserves. We are done. Put a fork in us. We do not, yeah, there's that whole, have you guys seen that whole TikTok video trend where they go, we do not care at the end of it, right? That's just what I got here with the Ten of Swords. So, I mean, something about this situation, I mean, I feel this person has feelings for you, secret admirer, and I do think they secretly admire how you've been able to change and become this butterfly. I really do, and surrender to the divine, surrender to God, like not try to play God type of thing. I think they secretly admire you for that, pile number 3, okay? But at the same time, the brutal truth about this connection, Ten of Swords, is that it's kind of over, all right? And in this lifetime. And the Ten of Swords for me too is also like an astral plane card. So there's a lot happening behind this energy in the astral plane. And it is helping you to confront and understand more of who you are in this lifetime and how much your soul has evolved and changed with the butterfly, okay? And some of you guys may have been a different sign in another lifetime, but came through as an air sign in this lifetime for a reason, because your mind is meant to be expanded here. The brutal truth is that you can't keep questioning yourself, your values, and what you bring to the table because this person has been like not willing to show up at the table in the same way that you've been, okay? And the brutal truth is, and this is the only pile that pulled the Ten of Swords, the brutal truth is, you know, this connection is kind of weighing you down, and it's better to probably let it go and sort it out in the astral plane, okay? And let your guides help you sort this out on the astral plane. Spirit, can you show me the brutal truth here? We have Judgment. Yeah. So, you know, it's 10 and 20. Ten of Swords, Judgment is card 20. It's a huge leap for you. It's a huge leap for you around your own authority and your own decision making and what lessons that your soul is choosing to carry forward in this lifetime. And I feel like some of you are like, yeah, but this is my heart. You know, because we have the heart and the feather here, talking about our heart being lighter than a feather, right? At the end of our lifetime, our heart is measured. And if we're still hanging on to old shit, then our heart's going to weigh heavier than the feather. And then we need to come back into incarnate again. Okay. So there's something about, you know, like this has been an awakening journey, a liberating journey for you, pile number 3. And, you know, you may have a lot of lessons kind of like that in this lifetime where Spirit is kind of forcing you to make a decision between your head and your heart, or forcing you to choose like a higher path in this lifetime, okay? And is really wanting you to like have rapid acceleration and ascension in this lifetime, okay? So whenever that happens, there's always a lot that we have to give up. And it can be in relationships, it can be with religion. I also see kind of religion here. I was getting like Catholic energy earlier, or just the energy of kind of oppressive systems or religion. And you know, not that like I'm not trying to say all of them are that way, but you know, we all have to filter this lifetime through our own perception. Okay, if the doors of perception were cleansed, we would see everything as it is, and we would see it as infinite. Okay, surrender to the divine. And 10 of Swords is definitely a surrender. All right, and the Judgment card comes to kind of put everything into the fire and clear the path, Pluto energy, for the next up leveling. All right, so the Devil's on the bottom of the deck. I can't make this shit up. It's on the bottom of the deck, just showing the kind of trance. It's so funny because I just got the trance of unworthiness. There's this really interesting, I don't know if you guys follow, if you ever watched Tara Brach online. She's a Buddhist, and she has a video, or a lot of videos, on the trance of unworthiness, okay? But I just wanted to mention that to you guys, because I do feel you're on a spiritual path in this lifetime, and I do think the devil can sometimes put us in a trance, and it can be very tempting, okay? But we're putting this on the bottom of the deck, and we're taking away that temptation, and we're closing the chapter on that in favor of greater soul evolution, okay? The butterfly. And I do think you guys are going to have a different energy coming forward here at some point. There may already be someone around you who likes you or would like a shot to be with you. All right. I feel pile number 3 with this secret admirer energy here. And sometimes to get into something new, we have to surrender the old. Okay. But we're going to take it to the extended reading next, pile number 3. If you'd like to join me there, you can join me on my Vimeo channel. I hope that reading was illuminating for you. If you feel inclined to do so, please leave me a comment. Let me know how this reading resonated for you. If you're like, wow, that didn't resonate with me at all, definitely choose another pile. Also, this video is really like for a specific kind of group of people that are really seeking the answer to this question. So if you were just kind of checking it out because you like my videos, namaste, totally appreciate you. But I really was trying to direct this video for sure at the people who were really, really questioning on a base level this type of question, okay? But no matter what your reason for watching it, I hope that you got something out of the video. And please join me on my other channel, Light of Ascension Tarot, if you'd like to experience more readings from me. The link is in my description box below. Take care, everybody, and happy Sunday. Blessings on your path. See you again soon.